What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the KickinItBack Podcast. My name is Enrique.
My name is Matias, and we're going to talk about our match day 1 and 2, like what's been going on.
Today is June 25th. We're currently about midway through match day 3. There's some matches that have already been played, but we're just going to basically recap what happened on the first and second match day. So, you want to get started?
Hell yeah.
All right. All right, so Group A, as it's like right now, we got Palmeiras number 1, Inter Miami at 2, Porto at 3, and Al Hilal at 4. So did you expect this to happen or?
This is I don't even know how this happened. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Like Inter Miami going in second place. Didn't we pick them 4th?
We put them 4th.
This is kind of ridiculous. I'm not gonna lie. Like I don't know how this happened.
Yeah, we put them 4th place.
I mean, Palmeiras is good though. Like Palmeiras is good. I think we expected them to make it through, right?
Yeah, well, I think we had them at second. I think it was.
We had them second, right?
And then we had Porto at first.
Yeah.
And then Porto got disqualified somehow.
Because we thought that Porto would actually, beat Inter Miami.
But they didn't. Didn't they lose against
They
Inter Miami?
lost to them. They lost them.
Yeah, they lost 2-1.
And it was a competitive match too. It was like Miami deserved it. In my opinion, I thought they deserved it. I'm not gonna
What was
lie.
the game from a couple days ago against Palmeiras, right? Did you see Luis Suarez banger?
He scored a banger?
Yeah, he scored a banger. Wait, can I show?
Yeah, just pull it up.
Am I gonna get copyrighted? I hope not. Okay.
You're not.
Luis Suarez. That's not how you spell it. Alright, goal.
Cause I don't know. I was wondering. Suarez is
old, bro.
I mean, I know. I'm pretty sure people were calling him already washed and finished. He was already finished in MLS, so I'm surprised he even could score. But pull up a different video, man.
Why does it show me photos?
Go to DAWs. Go to DAWs.
It should show me.
Good DAWs.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pull this up.
Yeah.
Not sure why TV sound is not working.
I mean, when it comes to Inter Miami, I don't think anyone really thought that they would make it that far into the tournament, at all.
Yeah.
Because they're the MLS side. I mean, even without Ethley, I feel like I'm pretty sure Ethley should have won.
Just listen in here. Listen to this reception. Good and bad boos from the Brazilian fans, the Palmeiras fans to the right-hand side.
I try to find it, bro. Wait, he already scored. Oh, here it is. Look at this banger.
Brazilian fans are not liking it, I can tell you. Luis Suarez. It's past 1-2. Luis Suarez still for Inter Miami.
Dang! Yo. What a finish. What a win.
It's more mayhem.
I don't even think the coach realizes how that
Luis Suarez back on the score sheet. And is that Inter Miami on their way to the round of 16 in pole position?
What a finish. No, what a move. No, that's an amazing finish. Top of that. No, that's deflection still, but it's a great finish.
It was deflection, but it's insane because you gotta understand that Luis Suarez is super freaking old. He is 38 years old.
Yeah.
Scoring and performing like that. You see the dribble? Insane.
He's old as hell.
Absolutely insane.
I can't. They went on to draw with Palmeiras, right?
Yeah.
They drew with Palmeiras, so Palmeiras made a comeback, but
yeah,
that's just
really surprising from Inter Miami. We both thought that they were going to go down fourth place.
Honestly,
But
I don't think anyone thought that.
Yeah, they somehow made it.
I mean, okay, Porto definitely underperformed. I think the Portuguese teams. I mean, at first Benfica they did draw with Boca, but like they weren't like performing that well like early on like at all. Even like Porto. I mean, Porto has to be beating Miami. Has to be beating Al Athletic. They just drew.
I know.
They like scraped by the results.
Insane.
It's weird. I mean, as for like Palmeiras, I mean they got the result in a group where I guess if Porto was gonna underperform, Palmeiras is the team that definitely would have made it, right? Like I'm not even surprised about that because the way the Brazilian teams.
The Brazilians are really surprising. Like for example, in Group B, we also said that Botafogo was gonna get third.
Yeah.
I remember that vividly, and then we said that PSG number 1 that wasn't. Well, the surprise obviously came when Botafogo won.
Yeah, I know.
Against PSG, you were in that game, right?
I was at that game exactly. No, like that match. I don't know what it was. Like PSG, they looked so. Like they looked like they ran out of ideas or something. Like they had nothing going on with them like whatsoever.
Like were they unmotivated? Is that what you said?
No, it's not unmotivated. It was like no, because they were trying. Like they were definitely trying. Like you could see them trying to put chances in through trying to cross it, but they just couldn't do it. Like Botafogo, their defense, honestly, it was perfect. Like no balls went in through. I don't think PSG probably like one time ever, but every time the PSG crossed the ball in, Botafogo would clear it out. They would like distribute it. They would always take care of the danger. Like they never looked like they were gonna get scored on. Honestly, like truly scored on, like danger wise, they looked pretty controlled overall. And then they got the goal too, which was like it was like one kind of chance opportunity, but it was like solid. Like honestly, it was a good counter-attacking goal.
You went to the Botafogo match with PSG. I went to the Botafogo match with Atletico.
Yeah.
Atletico, they really seemed not unmotivated, but they were too. It's in a way that the Brazilian teams, and I also saw because I also went to the River Plate match versus Monterrey, but the South American teams, what I noticed that they've been playing more like with the flow, right? Like Atletico Madrid, they're just so kind of robotic when they play. Like, oh, okay, something's not going right, so we're just gonna kick it back to our defenders, and then just keep it passing back and forth to our center backs.
Yeah, when I saw that,
yeah.
I watched that game actually.
So it's like at that moment that they're gonna like, oh, I think we're gonna lose the ball. Nah, we're gonna kick it back to the center backs, and the center backs, oh, okay, let's push a bit more. So we're gonna go back to the goalkeeper. So there's always like that kind of dynamic between it's like you're not actually gonna go score the goal. You know, there's no creative play.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like they have possession.
Yeah.
But they're not creating anything like at all. Like it looks like they're just holding the ball just to hold the ball. Like there's nothing happening.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't look like they're not dangerous. It's just they're just a waste of time kind of.
Exactly.
Almost like it's boring to an extent. But also there's a credit to like these South American teams to the way they defend. I mean, again, the way they played, it worked against these teams. Like they effectively like neutralized the threat, and they actually like got a goal, maybe got scrap you in. Like that's how it goes. And also the fans too. I mean, I'm not sure how it was like in the Atletico match, but in the PSG match, the Botafogo fans were like, they were so loud. Like I'm not gonna lie, the entire crowd, like every single play, every single like challenge, anything that went against Botafogo, they'd boo the refs. They would boo the players.
No, yeah, the Botafogo fans are much better. Also, what I also did notice, were there any PSG fans like in the background, like chanting and stuff, like behind the goal? Not at all.
There are no European fans.
Yeah, exactly. Like Atletico Madrid, the one that also went, no fans from Atletico Madrid whatsoever. Botafogo was the exact opposite. Like there were fans actually chanting and stuff, and this is surprising because if anything, you would expect the Europeans to buy the tickets and fly out to the U.S. because Brazilians aren't exactly well off, and that comes from a Brazilian. They're not exactly well off, so it's like we're talking about people who but some of these people really flew out from Brazil just to watch them play.
Honestly, yeah.
And Atletico Madrid didn't really have that fan base.
Also,
and that goes for every European team.
To be fair, though, I think part of the reason why European fans aren't really coming out to these games is because they don't really, like, they don't really value the tournament the same way
that's
as
true.
the other continents do.
That's
like
true.
to Europeans, they see it as like I think a lot of people like online.
Just a cash grab, right?
Yeah, they see it as a cash grab
From FIFA.
They see it as like just an extra tournament to play in, like no purpose, no culture. But I feel like a lot of these like other teams are like it's an opportunity to play against the best of the best, like European teams, and so that's why a lot of like both the Fogo fans would come out because they're like, we're playing against top European sides, let's prove ourselves. And they got the result too. Like not only they actually did prove themselves too. That's the thing. Like they actually got it off. Like that's why it means something. It's kind of like they want to make a point. I feel like they want to make a point. Even for like the other, like for like the Egyptian team, like Al Ahly, the fans would come out because again, it's like this is like a once in a lifetime opportunity, right? For your team
that is true.
to like actually play against these.
Because these teams have something they want to prove, right? But the Europeans, they're like, we don't have anything to prove. Like we're already like regarded as the best league. Like we have the best leagues in the world, the best teams in the world. We don't have anything to prove.
Exactly. Borderline arrogance, honestly.
Yeah,
I can see it as arrogance.
Yeah,
because they just don't care.
Yeah, and some teams, with the result that they become unmotivated. Big team that is unmotivated right now, in my opinion, is Dortmund. Even though they did top the groups, right?
Yeah.
They didn't lose. They drew to Fluminense. But I am seeing Dortmund, they have zero motivation going into this whatsoever. Like, I'm seeing these matches, zero motivation whatsoever. And like, just like I told you before, they keep kicking the ball back, just playing it safe, not really attacking that well.
Honestly, yeah, I don't know. I mean, when it comes to Dortmund, I feel like I don't know if this is right or not, but I don't know. I don't think they have like the excessive quality difference. Maybe they are like that much better than these teams. They probably are. They definitely are, right, to an extent. Yeah. But I feel like it's just kind of like they're just trying to get by and make it to the next round. You know, they're just trying to move on. Yeah. I'm not sure if Dortmund would care that much about this tournament. Like, I get why PSG wouldn't, but I feel like Dortmund just wants to focus on like the next season. They got in this tournament. Like, maybe I'm wrong or not. I'm not a Dortmund fan, but they got into this tournament like on a whim. Like I don't think they actually were like, let's get into this tournament. Let's just win it because why not? They're kind of here, kind of like Chelsea to an extent. You're here because like you're past success, and you're kind of like, well, you're not that good this season, or maybe you were getting better on the up. But it's kind of like, it's just a chance that just happened, and you're just kind of like, I'm just going to play because, you know, might as well play. I'm in this tournament, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Like that. That's how I felt.
Yeah, and I'm also seeing no Dortmund fans whatsoever in these games. It's really depressing because I see Dortmund being one of the best fan bases in the world. And then you look at River Plate, right? River Plate fans have been going insane in every game.
It's honestly crazy.
Absolutely insane. They beat... they tied against Monterrey and they beat Red Diamonds, but they're going against Inter Milan. What do you think? Do you think they can hold on to first, or what do you think?
I think in our predictions we put River Plate above Inter, and I'm gonna be honest, I still believe River Plate is better than it can be Inter. I mean, better no,
but it can be.
They can definitely beat Inter. I can see like 60-40 honestly to Inter, but yeah, River Plate got it.
They're going up again tomorrow, I think right?
I think it's today.
Today.
Yeah, it's today. Later.
You sure?
Yeah. Wait, scroll up.
Oh yeah, sorry. 25th. Oh yeah, today. Oh yeah, it's today.
Yeah.
No, what the hell did not. I thought it was tomorrow. But yeah, they're going again today. I can see anything in this match. I can see them tying. I can see them losing. I can see them winning.
I mean, again, Inter hasn't proven themselves to be strong.
A team that could move forward though is Monterrey.
Monterrey is an interesting thing.
Because all Monterrey needs to do is beat Red Diamonds, which fair. I think they're gonna do.
That's fair,
right? And when they beat Red Diamonds, they're gonna have 5 points, and if one of these teams loses, one of them can go to third. So anything can happen between these three. I think Monterrey also has a good chance of qualifying because they'll beat Red Diamonds, right?
Yeah, they should be. They should
beat Red Diamonds. I mean,
they really should. To expect about them.
They really should.
I don't know. I mean, I think I don't know.
So
I think
like with
Inter can win.
Yeah, and if Inter wins, then River Plate's out.
You're right, yeah. Because so if one of them win, then and Monterey win, which I mean I would say almost a given.
Yeah.
Monterey's in.
Yeah,
which is insane.
Yeah, and then if they tie, I think if they tie, they're both in. If I'm not mistaken, right? By goal diff.
Maybe, I'm not sure. It depends on how many.
Yeah, it depends how many goals
Monterey put back, and you can't bet on that. I was actually originally gonna say there could be like match fixing, and they could just both decide to draw. But if Monterey scores like 3 goals, Inter is gonna like be knocked out.
Yeah.
Or even just score like 2 goals, Inter will be knocked out.
Yeah.
If they try, so they can't just rest assured that like Monterey is not gonna do that.
Yeah, the River Plate versus Milan match will definitely be really good. Definitely worth the watch because River Plate is definitely wanting to go past, and Milan has no guarantee. And same thing for River Plate.
Yeah, honestly.
Red Diamond's already out. I
though.
think. Yeah, they're out. They're already out. They're already out.
They're done.
Next, let's go to Group. All right, I skipped Group C, but we'll talk about that later. So Group D.
My group.
What did I say? I said Flamengo was gonna get first, and what happened? Flamengo got first place. Didn't. And guess what also happened? What is this, ladies and gentlemen? Let me pull up the fixture real quick for you guys. This beautiful fixture over here.
We're getting targeted.
We're just gonna go ahead and really zoom into that. Make sure everybody gets a nice look at that. Nice look at that.
Yeah.
3.
That happens.
1.
That
3,
happened, right?
1. What happened? Be honest with me. What happened?
All right. So.
What happened? 3-1.
In this match, all right. We're talking first half right now. Chelsea, I mean, I'm not going to lie, Chelsea and Flamengo look very even. I'm not going to lie, Flamengo actually at times look dangerous. So I was kind of scared even during the first half, like, something could happen. But then we got a goal. I think it was, who was the goal? I'm trying to think who scored the goal.
I was trolling you so much, bro. Hold on. Neto.
I'm not sure who scored the goal.
It was Neto.
It was. Oh yeah. It was when one of the Flamengo players like.
Is it not giving me the thing?
The ball got booted up, and then they the defender miscontrolled it, and he lobbed it towards Neto, and Neto just drove it in and scored 1-0. I mean, it was kind of like a gimme. It was like a gimme kind of goal. It was a good goal, but it's nothing that we actually created.
Can we talk about Nicholas Jackson getting a red card?
Can
we talk about Nicholas Jackson getting a red card after 1 minute? We're talking about 1 minute of him getting subbed on.
Okay.
He just gets a red card.
Listen.
Can we talk about how bad of a player he is?
Listen. Okay. My opinion.
He got subbed on 67th minute.
Hold on.
And he gets sent off 1 minute.
I know a lot of people.
He didn't even touch the ball, by the way. He didn't even touch the ball.
I know. I know a lot of people, when it comes to Nicholas Jackson, want this man gone. A lot of Chelsea fans want this guy done. Just keep the lap. Sell him. After this match, I saw so many people said, sell him. Get this man out of here. We don't need this guy. I'm not sure. We shouldn't be so hasty on it. He's not a good finisher. He's not a super good finisher, obviously. But he has good parts of his game. I know he got a red card. And I was so mad when I saw him get a red. Okay, because I didn't even want him to be subbed on. I wanted Delap to stay in because Delap was honestly playing really well. I'm not gonna lie, not really well, but he was brighter and he's honestly a better finisher than Jackson, so he's better in my opinion for that match. I just want to see him play. So then we put Nicholas Jackson on. I mean, Maresca does it. It is what it is. Fine, you want to put our number 9 in, our main guy, and then he just stomps on his leg. I don't know what you think. I feel like he has an issue. Nicholas Jackson has an issue where, he's so aggressive because he's so careless. He's actually careless at times. At times he just wants to stamp it on people's legs. Yeah. Or even, when it comes to,
he doesn't have any flow, He doesn't have a, you know what I mean?
He has no understanding. It's game understanding. No game game awareness. He likes to fight with people, too. And I remember last season at least, it was a big issue. We used to get so many yellow cards. This man would start fights after matches. The game is done, he would start beefing with the opposition players about something.
Sorry, guys. It was 4 minutes, by the way. My bad. It was 4 minutes.
I don't want it.
Nicholas Jackson goes
Nicholas
in.
Jackson
doesn't touch the ball.
He's actually
Red card.
he made me so mad for that.
Okay,
he doesn't even need to do this.
On a serious note, though, I was watching the game live, and the foul that Jackson committed, in my opinion, wasn't for a red card. I think it was a yellow card. Honestly, like I'll give it credit because he did stomp on a player's foot, but the same thing happened today with Adeyemi. Like he got stomped on. No, he didn't step on him, but like he got stomped on. But the other player, it wasn't even a foul, right?
Yeah.
So, I guess, in my opinion, it was a yellow. I don't think stomping players like that should be a red. I think it was a yellow, but he got a red. So
I do think it was. To be fair, I do think it was a red because I mean the way he moved it, he was like his leg was extended. It studs up, like it's extended.
It was going like this.
Yeah, and it just like crashes onto like the leg. Like it's like you can't do that. You can't even start off a challenge doing that. That's just so reckless. So it's obviously like when I saw it. Also, the ref, I'm not gonna lie, he did not. I did not like that ref. That ref in the first half, he should have given us a pen. I'm not gonna lie, he should have given us a pen on inside. He should have given that in the first half. He should have. It was right there. It's clear. He was holding and pulling his shirt.
I don't know, bro.
He was pulling his shirt. What else do you give a pen for that?
I don't know.
Man.
Anyways,
that ref a little bit biased. That ref is
biased. Moving on. Let's talk about how Boca Juniors, for some reason, remember the hell's it? Boca Juniors tied against Auckland City.
Yeah, that's a disgrace.
That's a disgrace. I can't
That's
lie.
a disgrace.
That is sad.
Honestly.
And it's even sadder, or I guess it's even more sad for the fans. That because Boca Juniors fans are almost as good as River Plate. They're not as good as River Plate fans, but they're almost as good as them.
Bias? We have some River Plate.
No, it's just facts, bro.
Isn't Sebastian a River Plate fan?
Nah, but it's low-key fast, bro.
Yeah,
like you look at the you look at the fans.
Is a River Plate fan. He's saying that for you.
Yeah, but still, I think Boca Juniors, the fans who flew out from Argentina to see them play Auckland freaking City, to think they were gonna win, like just like Bayern. Bayern got 10 goals to Auckland City, right? But they tied 1-1. That's sad.
I mean,
that really is sad. I cannot.
Just when you draw, like I don't understand. Like if they won, like as they should have, they would have been into the next round. Like it's as simple as that.
Yeah.
Well, actually, no, it wouldn't have mattered.
No,
it actually would not have mattered. It would not have mattered. So I mean,
but also
we could feel bad.
Yeah. Also, one thing to know about this goal. Boca Juniors didn't even score. It was an own goal. It was an own goal. They would have lost.
Oh my god.
They would have lost.
Honestly, for the Auckland fans though, this is an incredible result. For a part, you know how much money they get off for draws?
Yeah.
I think they get like 5 million for drawing, right?
No, I think 1 million. They get 1
Just
million.
get 1 million. Whole million for a semi-pro team for drawing against Boca Juniors.
Yeah, insane.
They scored the first goal in the match.
And they could have. I think it's 2 million if you win, or it might be 5 million. I'm not sure, but it's a lot of money, and they could have gotten even more. They could have doubled it.
Financially, bro.
Financially, that was a dub for them.
They're like managers. They're like
they're going back to their
crazy.
They're going back to their home their jobs, right? Because I heard that actually
maybe they can make
I was seeing a clip earlier today, and this dude that scored, Christian Gray, I am almost certain that his job, dude, I think he's a teacher. I think. Right?
Like a public school teacher?
I think so. Oh my god, I've seen that clip. I'm probably wrong. I can't lie. I'm probably.
Christian.
But anyways, the point is that he does this part time. He's not even
all of them are part time.
All of these players are part time.
And they drew with
because Boca freaking Juniors is insane. Anyways. Benfica surprised me getting first place. I cannot lie to you.
I was okay.
Wait. Did we put Benfica at second or did we put Benfica at third? Did we say Boca?
No, I don't think we put Boca in. This is the thing we put Benfica second.
Okay,
I'm pretty sure. We put both the Fogo in though. As for that.
But
as for this,
yeah.
When we first predicted it, I was confident they would make it out. I mean, not super confident, but pretty confident. after the first game, and they drew to Boca, I was like, "There's no way Benfica's gonna Okay, wow, Benfica really might not make it then." Like I didn't think they would make it. I mean, obviously they would be Auckland, right? Right.
Yeah.
They didn't even score in the first half against Auckland. Again, another. This is incredible for Auckland City. Again, they didn't even score in the first half. But then, or maybe they scored like one goal, but it was a great result. And then Bayern, right?
Yeah, Bayern. They Bayern lost, bro.
I mean, they
lost against Benfica.
They actually got the result. Like it was actually a solid performance. It wasn't amazing, but I mean, they got the result. Like it's what you needed to do. Honestly, I was thinking that Bayern was gonna beat Benfica handedly. That's why I thought our prediction was out of the bins. Honestly, I seriously thought Bayern was gonna rip through them. Yeah. But I guess we're overestimating Bayern just because of the Auckland result. Just because of the Auckland result, we're just kind of thinking
sure. You have to understand that Bayern is literally the team that doesn't care about how small or how big your team is. They're going to try to put as many goals as possible. You see this every preseason. You see Bayern going against some random team, some 3rd division, 4th division team, and scoring 20 goals. And I'm not even kidding. That's not even a joke. This actually happens. Bayern preseason, 20 goals. It was 27 goals or something like that. 27-0 win, bro. Against
what?
Against Rottenschegern.
Rotte.
14. Or 14. This happened last year. Yeah, this happened last year. Club friendlies.
Yeah. No.
So Bayern again, they're the type of
they
team.
just don't give a damn.
They don't care. They have no control.
Yeah. They just don't care.
They have no control. It's not surprising. They're Germans.
So we overestimate. I mean, I overestimate them just because I thought they were coming into this tournament. I knew Auckland was bad. Obviously, I knew Auckland was a bad team. But I genuinely thought when making a prediction that, Bayern they're just gonna run through this group. I mean, against Boca they looked pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, they looked really good. What was the score again? It was 2-1. It was 2-1, but they looked good. Bayern looked good. It wasn't just about their
2-1.
Yeah, 2-1, right? It wasn't really about the goals, but it was about how they played. They looked so in control. Not super, but it was a good performance. So I was thinking same thing. Benfica is just gonna.
You know what's surprising? LAFC losing against Esperance de Tunis, the Tunisian team.
I'm not even surprised about that.
You know what? I kind of realized there's 3 MLS teams. That's a lot. 3.
Wait, it's just 2.
Seattle, LAFC,
Seattle.
and Inter.
Yeah, Seattle.
There's 3. That's a lot.
It's because
they could have given one more team to or Oceania.
No, they should not have given it to Oceania.
Or one more to Europe. Or
I would give
one more to South America, I think.
No, South America has 6 teams in this tournament, bro.
They have 6.
I'd give it to Africa.
That's true.
I'd give it to Africa.
That's true.
Yeah, I don't know. Too many. I feel like a lot of African teams could have done better. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I know Chelsea won yesterday against Esperance, and Esperance was I mean, the first time I saw it good.
You see the African teams right there?
But
Sundowns
is not bad.
Yeah,
I mean, they weren't amazing, but they're not bad.
Yeah, I mean, look,
Al Ahly I actually respect Al Ahly, and also Tunis is not that bad either.
Today they tied against Fluminense.
Yeah, again, they're not terrible teams. Honestly, I feel like they might be even better. Some of these CONCACAF teams, they're worse. They actually are worse than these African teams.
What are you talking about? Which ones?
LAFC, for example, when they lost to Tunis. I mean, LAFC should have won, though. I watched part of the highlights for that match. They missed the pen. They also missed some other, chances, too. But it was a competitive match. It was a genuinely competitive match. And Inter Miami is the exception because Inter Miami, I don't know, I guess... Messi, because Messi's on this team, they decide to...
Yeah, that. We talked about this on the last episode, but yeah.
Because Messi, that's why he's in, obviously, but also, he's really good. I mean, he got them against Porto. Again, he was amazing in that match. But, yeah, I think more African teams could do. Because there's already Monterrey, Pachuca, there's other teams too,
So, yeah,
it's a little excessive.
This is how the bracket is as of It's all going away, bruh. I was gonna buy that.
What is going on here?
Where's it at, bro? Dude, why do I have this,
Just
bro?
open a new tab on that same thing. Open a new tab on that same, like...
Here it is.
Okay, alright.
Technical issues, everybody. Technical issues. Oh my god. What are we doing? Alright, here we go. So. I'm just trying to center this, bro. Do you know what I mean? There we go.
Okay.
Trying to center this. There we go. Because I think you would. Alright, whatever. Alright, so for the round of 16, we have officially Palmeiras versus Botafogo. I think Botafogo is gonna wipe them out. Personally.
Wipe them out.
Not wipe them out. Like I'm just saying that, but I'm saying like a 1-0.
I mean, Palmeiras. I'm trying to think, because like the way Botafogo played against these European teams, they honestly played really great.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm trying to like weigh that against how Palmeiras played in their group. They drew with Inter Miami.
Yeah.
They drew with Ethli.
Yeah.
Or no, they beat Ethli. And then they drew with Porto. So, like the way that happened. Yeah, I'd probably go to Botafogo. But I think there is some players. Like, for example, there's a guy named Esteban Willian on Palmeiras.
Mm-hmm.
He's someone to definitely watch over.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's a Chelsea signing for next year. Esteban Willian, yeah.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, he's really good. He's Brazilian,
he's
Brazilian, right?
Yeah, he's Brazilian. He's a baller.
Yeah, he's really good.
So, maybe you could do something. But yeah, Botafogo. I feel that.
Okay.
All right.
Next fixture, we have Benfica versus Chelsea.
I want to say this right now. I'm actually kind of happy we finished second.
Benfica's going to win. Let's move on. All right, next up, we have Fluminense versus either probably
we'll come back to it. We'll come back.
All right, so then we got Fluminense. It's either going to be against Monterrey, River Plate, or Inter. It's not determined. It's going to be all depending on today's result in a couple hours. Same thing goes for the Dortmund side over here. So
Dortmund's losing to any team. Although, who are they gonna play though?
It could be Monterrey, it could be Inter, and it could be River Plate. So and that it goes to the same. It goes like, do you know how we were talking about how anybody can qualify?
Yeah.
The 3 teams can qualify.
Yeah.
The same thing goes for Fluminense. So they can all 3 play. So anyways, this is the other side of the fixture, which is I think Man City and Juventus, and then anyways, we got these two, PSG versus Inter. Come on, PSG is gonna win, and they're PSG though isn't a team like Bayern that just puts goals on small teams. So I see PSG putting 3 goals, 4 goals, maybe 5, but after 5 goals, I just don't see it.
See, I don't think it's gonna be 5.
What do you think it's gonna be?
I think this is gonna be I think Miami's gonna score. I think it's gonna be a 2-1.
2-1.
A 2-1. I think it's gonna be a close game. Honestly. I don't think there's any decimation. There's not gonna be one domineering team. Maybe there'll be like obviously control from PSG, but this is gonna be a competitive game, 100%. I don't feel this is gonna be a game where like PSG is gonna like completely walk over Inter Miami. That's just my feeling, especially the way they played Inter Miami. Honestly, I mean they proved themselves against a European team like Porto. I'm not saying Porto is PSG or they're one of the best or not, but. That was a result. I'm not going to lie. That is a way to get a result. I feel 2-1.
You're wrong. All right, next moving on. We got Flamengo versus Bayern.
Watch me be right.
Flamengo versus Bayern. This is the one you clipped me on. This game actually is going to happen. I think when we were talking about it, we said it was going to happen in the quarterfinals. I think. I'm not sure, but anyways, it's happening, and I still hold my decision that Flamengo is going to beat Bayern.
Okay. There's no way.
Flamengo's going to beat Bayern 20-0.
I'm going to hold you this so much. I'm going to hold you this so much. I'm going to like flame you for the rest of the tournament.
June 29th. This happens in 4 days.
Yeah. No, I'm going to watch this game intently. I'm going to make sure I watch this game and understand everything because there's no way. There's no way Flamengo's beating Bayern. I don't care. Who do you even have? I don't care. They're not beating him. They beat Chelsea because Chelsea, I'm not going to lie, Chelsea is not that good of a team. We are in a bad form. We have a coach that doesn't know what he's doing. He's genuinely not a good coach.
Yeah, but Bayern lost against Benfica. Who saw that coming?
Okay. It's Benfica, though.
Yeah, but if you put Flamengo versus Benfica, who's winning? Flamengo or Benfica?
No.
Who's winning? Flamengo or Benfica?
You know,
Flamengo.
So we should think,
using that logic,
hold on.
Got it.
We should also think though. We should think about this right now. When it comes to Bayern, we should think this right now. Maybe Bayern was okay with losing because they knew they were already qualified. Yeah, because they already qualified. Actually, it didn't matter what they did.
Teams don't really think like that.
But I'm saying I don't feel there's no way. I think Vincent Kompany's gonna put in his best team. He's gonna try to kill this game instantly. Okay.
So hold on.
Bayern is a team that pounces on this.
You agree with me with Botafogo, right?
100%.
You agree with me that Benfica is gonna annihilate Chelsea?
Yeah. All right. We get to the Chelsea match, but like we won't get into that right now.
Yeah, let's go.
The Chelsea match. All right. I do think it's gonna be close.
Yeah,
we always make things close. We never destiny.
I think I'm being realistic here. I do see Benfica winning. I'm not saying annihilate, but I am saying I'm saying 1 goal diff.
I'm scared. No, I'm definitely not happy with this. I mean, I'm happier than if it was Bayern, 100%. But I'm definitely not also concerned too.
All right. So what's your prediction?
It's Chelsea 1-0. Chelsea 1-0.
1-0.
Or it could be a 1-1 good at penalties. But I give it 100% like a 1-0. I don't see us beating them by a lot because we're the kind of team that we scrape results no matter what. We just scrape results. It's how we work. So yeah.
And you say PSG's passing.
Yeah.
Right, but I'm just saying they're gonna score more. You say they're gonna score less.
2-1.
And then you say Bayern's gonna beat Flamengo.
Bayern's gonna beat Flamengo.
How much? By how much?
It's gonna be a 3-1.
Wow.
Actually,
you are underestimating Brazilian teams by a lot.
I'm not. I'm really not.
You are.
Bayern, I see Bayern doing more of this. I know Flamengo is the best team in Serie A, or the Brazilian league, you know, right? But no, Bayern is gonna
actually
win this
something I wanted to say with all these. Damn, this is very much zoomed in. But something I wanted to say regarding Brazilian teams in the Brazilian league, in my humble opinion, I think the Brazilian league is a top 5 league in the world right now.
No.
No. Straight facts.
6.
No,
it's the 6.
Who do you think is better? French league? The French league isn't better, dude.
Come on.
We have Flamengo topping their groups. We have Botafogo beating Atletico Madrid.
Yeah.
We have Palmeiras topping this group that has Porto in it, Al Ali, which is a pretty good side, Inter Miami, which is surprising, but and then we also have Fluminense passing through, and isn't there one more team or am I tweaking it?
I don't think we should be underrating we got this much.
Every single
we can.
It's four the 4 Brazilian teams pass through, and I'm gonna remind you, bro, Brazil league, they're not doing well in their leagues. Like, if we look at this properly, look, Flamengo's number 1, that's no surprise. Then we got Palmeiras at 4th, right? Bahia, my team, Bahia is 5th place above Fluminense, right? Which tied against Dortmund. Botafogo's in 8th. They're not even qualifying for the Libertadores like this, right? They're at 8th place. I'm just saying anything can happen, right? Like, realistically speaking, I'm seeing these Brazilian teams, they have more quality than the French team. The French League 1.
Liga.
Look, PSG, no surprise. They're better than any of these teams, obviously. Marseille. Marseille, honestly, if you inject them in the Brazilian league, they'll probably go to 6th or 7th or 5th.
No.
They wouldn't be top 4.
Oh my god.
They wouldn't be
what?
Top 4. They wouldn't be top 4. Look at this.
You can't say that.
Look at this. But look at
this
but look at the point difference. They're losing 9 times. Who are they losing against, bro? What are they losing against? Auxerre? You're telling me Auxerre is gonna be better? Okay, let's compare. 11th place versus the 11th place Brazilian.
Boy, you talking about points?
Grêmio. There you go. We're talking about Grêmio. Grêmio's a really good side. They're
Are we
quality.
hold on.
Side.
You're trying to say Auxerre is not good, but you're trying to say Grêmio is good.
Yes.
You don't know nothing about the French league. You cannot speak to that.
Dude, the French league,
You know
the French
nothing.
League is literally a farmer's league.
Here,
Look,
No.
the bottom 10 or the bottom 8, I guess you could say.
Listen,
all of these teams are complete buns.
They're not.
They will never. They will never.
They
will never win a Champions League.
I do not watch enough Liga to say any of this, which is something I can say. Unlike you, you cannot speak to anything. But at least I admit. But here's what I know about the Liga. You know how many youth products, how many talents come from Liga?
You know how many youth products come from the Brazilian league?
No, I want to know because you're underrating Liga as a league. There's also veterans in the league. I'm not
saying it's bad. I'm putting them at 6. That's all I'm saying.
No. For example, teams like Strasbourg. I actually can speak to Strasbourg, okay? Andres Santos. What's it called? Moreira. I think Diego Moreira. They also have
Anyways, he doesn't know about anything. I don't know what the hell he's talking about. Some Strasbourg. I don't know what the hell that is.
That team is quality. That team can definitely compete. Also, I think they're 7th in Liga.
Lyon, right? This team, Lyon, right?
Yeah, what?
It's a good team, right? They actually got relegated.
Yeah. I know.
They got relegated.
I know.
I think they broke some financial code or something. What was it?
They did. It was.
What was the reason?
I don't know what.
But they got relegated.
They broke something.
I mean, they're annihilating League 2. They're coming back next season. I think if they have enough passion, which they probably do.
If they don't, they're finished.
They don't.
But I feel bad for their fans.
They're really bad
because they were so bad. Like I think last.
But hold up, seasons, they're relegated for the league. To the League 2, but they made the Europa League group stage, so
I think they're still gonna play.
Does that mean that they're gonna play?
They're still gonna play, yeah. Because that's UEFA. That's not really. They broke like French financial.
The French financial, but not the European.
I'm not sure.
I can't speak on this. I just saw the headline.
I think they still play, which would be kind of cool. Seeing a second division team play, that has happened before as well. By the way.
They have been relegated. Oh no.
Oh, they can't?
No, they're not.
They can't do that?
No. According to Sky Sports, they cannot play in the Europa League.
That's ridiculous.
Well, anyways, going back to my point, if you also insert a team like Lille, for example.
Lille's a good team.
Dude, realistically speaking, they're gonna get mid-table. They're gonna get 10th, 9th, 11th. They're gonna be over here. I'm just saying, bro. If Botafogo, the 8th place team, is beating PSG.
It's a tournament. It's not a league. This is a tournament.
Okay, whatever.
So are we trying to hold on? Let's compare this to like a different tournament, right? Let's talk to the World Cup. Let's talk about the last World Cup actually.
Yeah, sure.
Morocco, they made it to the semifinals.
Facts.
Is Morocco right now? Are we gonna sit down and say Morocco is better than Brazil, better than Croatia? Better than Argentina. No, Argentina actually won. Better than what? Better than Spain. Better than Portugal.
They're better than Spain. No, I'm fine.
Are we gonna go through? Better than Germany. Germany didn't even make it out of the group stage. Are we gonna say all of that just because they're a good performance in a tournament? In a tournament right now?
No, but it's not just one. Like I
and plus, we don't even. We can't.
No,
even
but I get the
compare
point. I
French
get the point.
teams.
I get the point. I get the point you're trying to say here. However, we're talking about. I'm not talking about just Botafogo. We're talking about the 4 teams. They proved, like, dude, Palmeiras is number 1. Botafogo is 2nd. Flamengo's 1st, and then Fluminense is 2nd. So, 2 of the teams got 2nd, and 2 of the other teams got first place.
I'm not saying the Brazilian league is not good, but I want to say this: I do believe that they're performing so well, maybe because they have been underrated, but maybe because they have more passion behind it.
All right. So, who do you think is? Do you think the Brazilian league is 6th?
They are 6th. Okay. I think that's pretty like agreed upon too.
Yeah, they're better than the Dutch league. They're better than the Austrian, the Belgians.
Austrian's not even a debate. Austrian league is crazy to even. I don't know. Austrian league is.
Who did they have? Salzburg, right?
Salzburg. I don't know how they even qualified.
They're here, right?
They qualified, but
Dude,
they're
such a ghost club in my eyes.
We didn't even talk about Madrid's group. Hold on.
Yeah,
we didn't even talk about the Madrid group.
Salzburg
or the Juventus group. Okay, well, To quickly summarize, all right.
This is the most what?
What?
No, I was just saying these two groups are irrelevant in my
They're
opinion.
kind of irrelevant. But to summarize it, we got Group G, which the European teams, they just made sure they were gonna win.
Yeah, I mean.
And by the way, there are more African teams. Wydad is from Africa, so I guess it didn't count that.
Oh.
But yeah,
What about Alfine?
that's Asia. So yeah, like they are European teams. They just took care of business. I mean, like obviously, I mean these aren't even like that quality stuff.
But it's just that we had Man City at first, but they're actually tied on goal difference.
They're gonna play today.
No, tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Someday, whatever. They're gonna play, right? Yeah, they're playing tomorrow. That's a game to watch, honestly.
What the hell is this?
I feel like. By the way, did you see how Ryan Cherky played? By the way,
No.
yeah, the City team is actually bad, like really good. Like they could win. They're probably gonna win the tournament. My feeling, like if I were to change up predictions right now, I got City winning this tournament. I'm gonna be honest right now.
Man City.
Yeah. They're winning this tournament. Like if I'm gonna change it up. Yeah. That's not even a dumb thing to say.
Bro said Man City's gonna win the tournament.
Yeah.
You realize that if Man City's probably gonna play Real Madrid.
Madrid has not been great. They've been alright.
No, I know, but Real Madrid could beat Man City.
I still think City would beat them. Being honest.
Oh no.
I mean, look, they beat Salzburg, right? Did they beat Salzburg? No, they didn't play Salzburg. They played Pachuca, and then they played Al Hilal. They drew Al Hilal. I mean, Al Hilal looked better in that match. Can you remember that, right? Al Hilal looked better.
That's true. I agree with that.
Like, it was kind of crazy. And in Pachuca, I didn't watch that match, but, I mean, it's a Mexican team. I mean, of course, Madrid should get the result against them. Like, that's just kind of a thing you gotta do.
Oh my god.
So, I mean,
teams, bro.
when I'm talking...
You know what's so interesting, bro? In school, you play against Mexicans. They're super good. But you look at the leagues and stuff, like the actual teams are bad. Like, they suck. And you look at the national team, too. They suck. The Mexican national team is probably one of the worst teams. I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this, but it's just true. Mexico sucks. As a national team, they suck.
Ooh.
They suck.
Why are you
They are so bad. Historically, they're horrible. They're
Historically,
horrific.
they're not bad. I'm not sure about that. Historically.
No, what have they won? A bunch of Gold Cups, a bunch of like.
They've also. I mean, they've never gone close to winning a
Because
World
it's
Cup. They've
not-
always lost at like the round 16. Actually, they have a curse. I mean, I don't like their national team.
Alright, are we done talking about the FIFA World Cup? I feel like we're done. We went through everything, right?
Yeah, we can.
Let's just go on a little. I want to go on a little rant about the Mexico team, and how bad they are. So you look at these idiots. Let's go to their Wikipedia page, if I can find it. Let's see how many trophies they've won.
Why are we
Let's
getting
see how many
trophies now?
honors? Is it honors?
Listen,
There we go. FIFA Confederations Cup. What the hell is that?
I don't even know.
What's a Confederation Cup? I've never heard of this.
Federation?
Confederation was this international football men's every 4 years. What? What? The hell is that? Alright, they won an irrelevant.
Ignore that.
They won an irrelevant tournament.
We don't even need
I
it.
don't know. Oh, 12 CONCACAF Gold Cup. My bad, guys. I was wrong about Mexico. I take everything back. They're not farmers.
Just shut up.
Psych! I lied. Dude, what the hell is this, bro? Like...
Well, okay, you
No,
can't.
shut up.
Hold on, no.
And then
Listen.
regional friendly. Okay, but where's the World Cup?
Bro.
Where's their World Cup?
Bro,
Where's
how
their
many World Cups have like Chile won?
Oh, but they were really close. You have to admit. And
To the World Cup?
No. Chile historically is way better than Mexico. That's just facts.
In the World Cup? No, that's not
In
true.
the World Cup?
Not in the World Cup. Not in the World Cup.
No,
Chile
but
barely
I'm
doesn't even
saying,
qualify.
I'm saying if you go national versus national team, Chile is better, 100%. Dude, Chile won how many? Dude, no, this is facts.
Listen.
This is literally facts. Hold up, no, pause. Shut up for one moment. I'm getting heated right now, bro. Shut up. Look, you look, dude. They won the. Hold up. Give me a sec. There we go. First of all, they got third place in the FIFA World Cup. I know it was in the 60s, whatever. They still did. I don't care. All right?
One tournament. Congrats.
They won 2 Copa Americas. They've been... And the Copa America is way harder than the CONCACAF.
Yeah, I mean,
because the Copa America, what do you have? Brazil, you have Argentina. They're always the 2 teams that win it. You have Uruguay, which always perform. Colombia, which always perform. What do you have in the CONCACAF? The U.S. That's it. That's literally it. That's literally
Canada recently.
Canada, but that's it. Like historically, bro.
Maybe.
What is a good CONCACAF nation? Literally no CONCACAF nation is good except Mexico. That's why they farm and they win the
That's
title.
true. No, you're not wrong. But
and then the Chile. They got third place in the World Cup, which is insane. They got Copa America twice. By the way, they beat Argentina twice recently. on these 2 results. True. And was it 2015 one? The 2016 one. Sorry, this was the centenario, the 100th anniversary of the Copa America, and they beat Argentina. Messi actually retired from the national team after this match because he was so depressed. Then he came back, obviously. So I'm just saying, historically, Chile is way better than Mexico. That's not even a debate. It's right here. It's right here. It's in front of your eyes.
Listen.
It's in front of you.
Listen. How are we gonna be like talking trash about Mexico winning 12 CONCACAFs? I do not like Mexico. I do not like L3. I do not like them.
But what's the
let's think about
this. What's the competition they have, bro?
Let's think about this. But okay, we don't see Mexico in the CONMEBOL, like what, Copa America. You know why?
They've been, bro. They've been guests.
Not normally. They've been guests, but so obviously they're gonna win their tournament. That's their tournament.
Yeah, of course.
It's like asking, why hasn't Ethiopia won?
Yeah, I know. I get that. I get that.
Obviously.
But
by the way, hold on. You also missed this thing right here. This is a performance at the Copa America. Runners up in 93 and 2001, and third place in 97, 99, 2007.
That's facts.
In the times when they actually made it.
That's facts.
That's facts. Few times where they actually competed. They always performed. Not always.
That's facts.
But
facts.
recently
I agree. Look, Mexico, they're not a bad team. However,
don't tell me they're better than Chile.
However, they're better than Chile. Sorry, not Mexico. Chile is better than Mexico. Do you not agree with me?
Yo, no way, bro.
Do you not agree with me?
How, bro?
Do you not agree with me, bro?
No, bro.
Do you really not agree with me?
No, I'm serious.
Do you really not? Do you think Mexico historically is better than Chile?
Historically, they're better. Recently, Mexico.
End the podcast right now. Just end the podcast right now. I'm kicking him out. He's not part of this anymore. You're not part of this anymore. You're being fired. Get the hell out of my. Get out of here, bro. Dude, it's in front of your eyes, bro. I don't know what you're trying to, dude.
Yo.
That's like saying white chocolate is worse than original chocolate. Like white chocolate is obviously better.
I don't even like white chocolate. Bro, I like milk chocolate. What are you talking about? Like real talk, milk chocolate.
He's just saying this for the podcast.
No, I'm being honest.
Deep down, he actually knows Chile better.
Being honest with you. Okay? I believe Mexico. I believe the fact that you're consulting ChatGPT is insane. I believe Mexico better historically. Maybe not right now, but historically as a team, they're better than Chile because of their CONCACAF titles. Also because of their way they've competed in the Copa America. Whereas Chile has been in the Copa America their entire existence because obviously they're in South America. And I believe he is saying this. Well, because you're just saying that because like what? Like,
also, I'm specifying here not trophies because obviously Mexico is going to have more trophies and I don't want ChatGPT to just say, oh yeah, Mexico's going to have more trophies.
You're just saying that because Mexico's not in Copa America. We can't really say that for sure, right? If they competed, maybe we'll see it.
Mexico or Chile national team won and alright, let's see.
Oh, chat. I wouldn't even use ChatGPT. The fact that you consult ChatGPT to prove a point is crazy, but like the fact that Mexico consistently. Oh, can we read that? Hold on, can we read?
No. you're wrong.
Fair take. Chile had higher peaks, but Mexico has been more consistent over decades, qualifying for nearly every World Cup and regularly reaching. That's true. They always qualify for the World Cup, although it's because they're an easier confederation. If you value
strictly competitive, yeah, Chile at their best was better. Done. And the podcast. That's it.
Chile at their best, which was like what, 2 years? Copa America.
No, 60s and
they
2010s.
But
the peak was.
But as a team.
The 2 decades.
But as a team.
The 60s.
Not decades.
Huh?
Not decades.
2010s.
2010s they were good. Yeah. 2010s they were really good. Yeah.
2010s and 1960s. 1960s they went second place. Third place.
Don't we value? Okay. Yeah, their peaks were better. We can agree on that, right? We can agree on that.
Yeah.
We can agree on that.
Perfect. That's it. See, he agreed. He was rage baiting me all this time.
Nah, I said the
Shut
peaks.
up. You were rage baiting
as
all
a
this
team.
time.
Historically, I'm taking Mexico though.
Hey, but no hate to Mexico. I love Mexico though. Like not the national team, but I love Mexico.
I mean, as a USA fan, I do not like Mexico as a national team.
Okay, are we gonna talk about the US being super? Like if you think I say Mexico is bad, I don't even want to touch on the topic about.
Hold on, no. I want to say 2-0. Okay, 2-0.
What are you talking about?
That's the name of the game. Listen, every time we play Mexico, it's always a 2-0. Always a 2-0. Recently, always been. And it's because we started caring about soccer recently. Okay. Do you think
soccer?
We did soccer. Yeah, that's how you say it, right? You call football? Fine. We recently started caring about football. Is that not true? We literally didn't even have a league. You know that, right? Like for the 90s, like in the 80s and 90s, we didn't even have a league. We
That's
put
true.
on amateurs, and we qualified for the World Cup. Qualified, bro.
No, you qualified for the World Cup because you guys hosted the World Cup.
That's true. Because we hosted
you guys
in
hosted
'94.
the
We
World Cup.
hosted it exactly. That's true. And also, by the way, you know who our best position was?
The only reason you guys actually made the MLS was because of the World Cup.
It was actually, yeah.
It was literally because of the World Cup.
You're right.
So, why are you defending the national team, bro? The U.S. sucks, bro. I think
I'm defending.
You know
I'm
what?
defending it. I'm comparing to
I don't
Mexico.
think. Okay, what do you
Compared to
think?
Mexico.
Okay,
Yeah.
a country in South America that is better than the U.S. historically is. All right, I'm gonna say a country, and just say yes or no if they're better than the U.S. historically.
Okay.
All right, Brazil.
Give me a lot.
Brazil.
Yes, of course.
Okay. Argentina.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Colombia.
Yeah.
Okay. Uruguay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Paraguay. Yeah. Yeah. Paraguay. Historically, come on, bro.
Nah.
Okay.
What history does Paraguay have, bro? What history do they have? Come on,
This
let's
guy's uninformed.
Let's
bro.
be real. I don't. Did anyone? Have we even seen Paraguay? Have we even seen them? Come on,
Come
man.
on, bro. Paraguay is actually, bro. Dude, Paraguay.
We're pretty much saying the entire continent of South America is better than more history than the U.S.
Dude, let's go here. Honors. Copa America. They were champions twice. Runners up 2011. And
These are like
and
1920s,
that's-
bro. Dude, look at the U.S.'s honors then. What? Two-time champion in what?
I can't
1953 and
lie.
79?
Dude,
Hey,
two-time champions.
You
of
know
Copa
what I always say?
America.
No, you know what I always say? Bro, in 1953, bro, I wouldn't even been allowed to play.
ChatGPT, where you at?
Man, no, Paraguay. Come on.
ChatGPT.
Look at the amount of titles we've won recently, bro.
Now
Yeah, we had more in the Copa
say
America, but still, what?
Paraguay
And has Paraguay even qualified for a World Cup? They probably qualified like once ever, have
I
they?
actually don't know.
They don't even
I
qualified,
really don't know. All right, let's shut it here.
bro. I mean, also we qualified because we were the host, but I'm saying like we also done it by merit.
So ChatGPT is not working, guys. I'm so sorry.
He's thinking really hard because he's trying
He's
to think
thinking
how
really
he
hard
can
because
talk
he's-
more about Paraguay. He can't find anything about Paraguay. Because what? That's like 1950s. Like, does he even have information about that? Were there even books, bro?
Yo, he's actually not going.
Did they use like Scrum? So OBS crashed while we were recording. So we'll just see y'all guys after like next week for the next episode at the Kickin' It Back podcast. So see you guys. Peace.